Hello, Conquerors of Westeros, greetings. It's great to see you all. How's everyone doing? We're really excited to be here.
Yeah, no, very excited, very excited.
Yeah. Quick disclaimer before we go into everything, and there's a lot of things. So today is October the 7th. It is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here if you are here watching us live, welcome. You get to enjoy all the benefits of a live stream, including all the rewards that we're about to give. But if you are watching this on archive, and after the stream has concluded, the rewards that we mentioned will no longer be available.
Sorry.
So just please tune in next time when we are live during our live streams and Discord stages to claim those exclusive rewards. All right. Now that we have that out of the way, I'm Spectre. I'm the social media manager for Game of Thrones Conquest. I'm sitting here with Tabris, who's one of the community managers for the game. And for the next hour or so, we're here today celebrating the 8th anniversary of Game of Thrones Conquest.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Tabris, I'm talking a lot. How are you doing? How do you feel about hitting the 8-year milestone?
Oh my God, it's absolutely insane to be sitting here with you all and celebrating, another year of Game of Thrones Conquest.
Another year.
I joined Warner Brothers Games Boston in early 2020, jumping right into the fray of our social media and investigating how we could expand and reach the most active parts of our community. From what I was told back then,
back in the day,
we had lost our forums just the year before, and that was our direct contact with you all, right? Yep. So when I was given the task to help create our Discord, it was a very exciting endeavor, right? From the 200 people who joined us for our launch to the 80,000 of you who are there now.
That's
Thank
crazy.
you.
8 years, 80,000. I just put that together.
Thank you guys for helping create such a vibrant community. We've learned and grown off of one another, very much so, these last couple of years, and the game wouldn't be the same without all of you.
Yeah.
How long have you been with the WB Games Boston team?
I'm old, so I've been with WB Games Boston for 12 years now. So I was here before Game of Thrones Conquest launched. Wow. I started my career here in customer service, which means I might have helped some of you with your support tickets.
As Spectre, right?
As Spectre.
That's crazy.
But yeah, this game has come a long way. I'm super proud of the team, especially where player feedback shapes where the game evolves. Features that are currently considered a staple weren't even features when the game first launched. Can you imagine that there was a time where we didn't have dragons, armories, presets, battlegrounds, or even heroes?
I mean, thinking back, it's hard to think of the game or see the game without all of those features.
Things, right?
Yeah, and they feel essential to how players are currently playing our game.
Yeah.
But sweet words aside, right?
I know
we can stay here all day and
talk about this.
Let's just jump right into the stream today. We have an exciting stream for you all, and we're just gonna go over it all over the schedule to see what you guys expect.
Yeah.
So first, Spectre is just going to go over our 8th anniversary celebration.
Yep.
Woo! Happy 8th
anniversary. What are we doing this month?
Next, I'm going to do a quick intro into our next big feature release, which is Hall of Heroes. You don't know what that is? Don't worry, we'll figure it out later.
We'll explain.
We're going to be speaking with developers about the feature directly in our developer deep dive, and after that, Spectre is going to start off the usual monthly content roundup, going into our monthly event of Old Nan's Tales, and then we're going to do our last giveaway before leaving you all to sit on all the information we just threw at you.
All right.
So with that, Spectre, could you start off the celebration?
Of course. Yeah, so October 19th is the official anniversary of Game of Thrones Conquest. However, we'll be celebrating the entire month of October with hero-themed events, quality of life improvements, free cosmetics. Who doesn't love free stuff?
I love free stuff.
And the release of our newest feature, Hall of Heroes. Again, we'll dive deeper into that a bit later. So yeah, let's talk about the cosmetics for a bit. I'm sure you're all familiar with the astrolabe symbol that appears during the opening credits of the show. We thought it was appropriate to release these as cosmetics this year because it's the instrument that ties these heroes in epic moments together.
Right.
As an audience, we're able to witness the rise and fall of these great houses that happened long before us. in those ancient times, right? So you'll be able to claim the Astrolabe March Pawn later on in the show, so don't go anywhere. But if you're looking to claim something right now, the Astrolabe Banner Sigil is available the next time you open up your game.
It's right there.
It's right
you
there.
Haven't seen it? It's
on the
right
screen.
There.
So another segment about the celebration with 8th anniversary. We have 3 weeks of bonus mini arcs, and they will give you rewards for doing your daily quests, and they tie into the new feature that we'll be talking about later. So the next 2 weeks, you have a chance to earn hero relics for doing your daily quests, and that's during the unlikely allies in Forge and Fire events. You can see some of the heroes that you're able to earn on that roadmap that we have up. And you know what's great is that these heroes can be used in the Hall of Heroes feature. Hint, hint. Now, week 3, we're actually giving you a chance to earn more Astrolabe pawn shards to unlock more variants. Also for week 3, we're introducing an all-new event buff with a 10% oath reduction efficiency. So this is that week that you want to be upgrading your heroes at a discount. And yeah, particularly during the Heroes of the Great Game event on October the 22nd.
Yep.
Now, a minor change here. This is on a weekday instead of the usual Monday, because drum roll, Hall of Heroes will be releasing on October 22nd.
Woo, October 22nd!
So we've been talking about heroes a lot thus far. We recently published a dev diary on heroes. What has led us here to this point?
Oh, the road to Hall of Heroes, huh?
Yes, the road.
Yeah.
The long road.
About, like, I guess 5 years ago now, 30 heroes were released on TL, the player base of Game of Thrones Conquest, and only this year have we reached that 100th milestone with Kristen Cole, right?
Yeah.
And if you haven't kept in the loop, to celebrate our 8th anniversary and our 5th anniversary of Heroes, we've been making, gosh, a ton of strides to make collecting and upgrading heroes easier, right?
Yeah.
Some of these quality of life improvements have been small, like adding daily quest rewards and hero summoning, to larger changes like adjusting how you can like use your spare hero relics in the shop and giving you more opportunities to claim your favorite heroes. So if you're curious to learn more about those specific quality of life improvements leading up to this Hall of Heroes announcement, we actually posted, as Spectre said, that dev diary on the blog last week that went into just a ton of more detail.
Please read that if you haven't.
And along with those larger changes is Hall of Heroes, an entirely new way to collect and make use of the heroes that you have in your Tower of the Hand. Today, I'm going to be joined by 2 of our developers who work directly on this feature to speak to us about how we developed it, where the idea came from, and what you can expect when this feature releases again on October 22nd.
Yes.
And while we wait for them to trot in here, and I kind of just push Spectre out. Sorry. Here's a small video celebrating our 8th anniversary and highlighting heroes you know well and love.
All right, bye everyone.
See you soon.
I'll be back.
And Spectre is gone. I have taken his place. He's no longer here. But in his place, here I am, along with 2 of our lovely developers. And with that, we're just going to jump right into our interview. So first off, introduce yourselves. Who are you, and what do you do at Warner Brothers Games Boston?
Hi, I'm Susie. I work in quality assurance, and I am the QA lead for Hall of Heroes.
Hi, I'm Zantara. I'm a game designer on Game of Thrones Conquest.
Woo! thank you so much for coming on and joining us and talking to all of us here, not, you know, at the studio, but also over YouTube. You know, let's just dive right into it. We've been hinting at it all stream. What exactly is Hall of Heroes?
Okay, so Hall of Heroes, as you may have heard, is a new feature we've been working on with the intent to expand upon what heroes are already giving you. It's located within the Tower of the Hand and is accessed through a new tab next to your hero collection. And what we've done is created hero decks that certain heroes are a part of. And so when you unlock stars on your heroes now, the deck that those heroes are in will level up as well. And that is a new term that we'll be referring to as star rank. So raising your star rank will earn you new buffs and various things that are part of the decks. So the more progress you make with the heroes who are in these decks, the more buffs you're able to earn.
Oh, wow.
So again, Hall of Heroes is a feature that will be bringing more value to heroes, and for the heroes that you've already had, and is for new heroes as well, whether you choose to use them on marches or have them sit in the small council.
Wow, that's crazy. Are they like, is there anything like in like that players should also be aware of as well?
So like when you go into hero decks, players can not only rank up heroes and obtain their core abilities, but they can grant additional buffs to combat, efficiency with research, efficiency with training, and a whole bunch of other areas. Once a hero within that hero deck gets a star, that deck will be given, as she said, star rank, and that is a permanent buff that is applied to the player's profile. And you don't have to worry about like slotting heroes or removing them, because all the progress that you made within the hero deck is permanently reflected on your profile.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Where exactly did like the idea of Hall of Heroes come from, right? Like when did you guys start discussing this?
Well, when we were discussing the 100th hero, we really wanted to do something special to kind of kick that off, because this is not only the 8th anniversary of Game of Thrones Conquest, it's the 5th anniversary of Heroes as well. So as the team was discussing this, we came up with Hall of Heroes, and in developing this, we really wanted to provide improvements to make Heroes more exciting and more rewarding, while making our new Hall of Heroes shine even more. So the team worked hard not only in working on Hall of Heroes, but some much needed quality of life adjustments just to say happy birthday to Heroes.
And also just make them more accessible just in general, right?
Absolutely.
Zentero, where did the idea of Hall of Heroes come from your perspective?
Well, we've been wanting to grow the heroes feature for a while, and we see other aspects of the game like gear and how well that does and how popular it is, and so we kind of wanted to take heroes and just, you know, so we wanted to just make heroes in general more exciting, inviting, and just more rewarding as an experience. And in one of our many brainstorming meetings, it came up as an idea to give players more rewards for the time and effort that they've been putting into their already existing heroes. So when the feature launches, many of you will already have some of these decks ranked up, and you'll be getting the buffs that are in those decks instantly. So yeah, we felt Hall of Heroes was the first step in the direction of giving everyone more for the time that they've been putting into heroes, and almost like the decks that we created are a little bit more like you know, card decks. So we thought that was like kind of made sense. So if you're looking to level up more heroes, we just want you to know that you'll be getting more than what's on the actual hero card itself. You'll be getting what's on in the decks as well.
Could you potentially show people? Could you walk us through the feature?
Maybe, possibly.
Oh, beautiful. Don't steal the password, guys.
Don't dox me.
So here we are in the city. Before we start out, I do have a couple of suggestions before we dive right into the Tower of the Hand, right?
Yeah, sure.
Could you kind of show off the spooky city? Look at some of the cute little guys around, the cute little pumpkins.
My favorite's the pigs.
Happy October!
Yay. and monster
there he is. Released when Pike. Gosh, that's the beginning of the year. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, it feels like yesterday.
All right, we'll get to what people actually want to see. You know, seeing what the hero decks are.
So right into the Tower of the Hand here. So you see the new tab, it's called Hall of Heroes, right next to your collection there. And now we've got the hero decks that you can scroll through, and they've all got their own individual names, so you can see there. And the heroes are
Builder's
lined up.
Dominion.
Yeah.
I love the names.
I'll get to that later. So you see the heroes that are part of each deck. And then, just as you're glancing over, you can see the buffs that you can earn from those decks. So yeah, if you want to hit the details button, maybe.
Sure.
In there. So yeah, just further view of like the specific heroes that are in there, and you can actually hit the unlock button too, and it'll bring you right to where you can, advance the heroes up there.
Woo!
Yay!
And then also, so you'll see the star rank there. So you've got 8 out of 28, and what that means is you have 8 stars that are unlocked out of the maximum of 28. Do you want to hit that?
Sure.
The start stat chart button. Well, so this is our detailed view of the stats you'll be giving at each rank. And so if you go to this one already gave you, you're at rank 8 here. So you have the first, the build time. But then as you progress forward, you'll start to earn the second one, the healing cost efficiency, and that will keep progressing up as you rank up further. You'll keep what you've got from the free build time, and then you'll start earning the troop defense alongside the healing cost efficiency as well. And then you get to the end, and then you get to see exactly what you have of every stat that you've leveled there. So if you want to go back out, let's just show them the filters view.
Sure.
So
Oh yes, this is very useful.
Yeah, so
A lot of filters.
probably familiar with this panel here. You can filter through, and if you're looking for a specific deck that gives a certain type of combat or troop type, this is where you can do that.
Beautiful. What happens when you fully upgrade a what appears when you fully upgrade a hero deck?
Oh yeah, do you want to show them that?
Sure. So this one is nearly maxed out.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna add XP.
That's impressive.
Oh, by the way, this is on a dev environment.
Don't ask. There we go. Wow.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And ta-da!
And all of these bonuses at the bottom are basically just what you were showing in that stat panel before. It's just all of them together.
Yep, just
at
reiterating,
100%.
this is what you've got. You accomplished this, and you've completed the deck.
Wow.
And again, those are permanent too. You're not going to lose them. You can't slot the heroes. This is just, hard record of this is what your heroes are and this is what you get. So it's permanent.
Right. And it's all basically all those heroes that have eventually like rotated out of being as useful as they used to be is now they can be useful in the Hall of Heroes.
Right.
Especially working in line with all of our quality of life improvements to make getting all those heroes much easier.
Right.
Cool. Is there anything else?
Oh, you know what? We forgot to tell them about the little...
Ooh, favorite day. I love this feature.
Yeah, we're excited when we saw a little heart in there.
Oh, well, this...
What do you mean QA doesn't like scrolling through and players don't like scrolling through endlessly?
That's my favorite. But you could see when you scroll up to the top, your favorites will show up here.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of this collection, wow. There's a new buff here. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, you should show that off really quick. I think Spectre showed it off just a little bit at the beginning. So
yeah. Kristen Cole.
Oh man, I love that guy.
I suppose.
It's my favorite character. Again, this is a developer environment. This is not on live. This is not on a live kingdom.
So now we have Oath cost efficiency.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's a brand new one there. So we'll be trying to. You might see that pop up in some other places in the game.
What exactly is Oath efficiency?
So Oath efficiency is going to help you. You will not have to spend as many oaths as you would. So it's an efficiency reduction.
Nice. Beautiful. I think everyone's gonna love that.
I think so too.
With that, is there anything else that we've forgotten?
I think there might be a couple things that are kind of themed around October.
Ooh, so cosmetics, that's what I'm hearing.
So
I think first we should go look at our newest avatars, which you might have seen me and Spectre doing this in the beginning. It is in a direct reference to these beautiful new avatars that we're going to be releasing in
I feel like the
October.
name is very fitting.
The rat catchers. Could you go and show off
Sure.
the other one as well?
Yeah.
So you got rats, and then you got rats.
You got rats and more rats.
This actually, we started designing these after a player asked for a rat banner sigil in the in our Discord, and perhaps something else may be coming. A rat's banner sigil.
You know what? I'm gonna brighten that a little bit. So, there we go. So you
Beautiful.
can really see the rats.
See, now you too could have your own rats.
Absolutely. Oh, there's another sigil that's here too. That's weird.
I think this is available in game now, the Astrolabe banner, and also maybe you want to take another look at that cool little pawn on the map.
I think we should. I should pick. Yeah, just this.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
I mean, that's not what we're really here for. We're here for this.
So yeah, this is the first Astrolabe pawn, and it's actually just been sent in game, so you can claim this pawn now. The first variant. You may potentially be able to earn the second variant over the course of our October events. What does that second variant look like?
It looks like this.
If you want to show off,
pretty.
this is the one to do it. So yeah, remember, open your games now, and you can claim that Astrolabe pawn for yourself in your Raven message center. And I think is that all we have?
I think that's all the surprises I have to share.
Beautiful, gorgeous. Thank you so much for kind of diving into the feature a little bit.
Of course.
So, this is something new that we've never done before, so I'm really excited. You know, talking about Hall of Heroes, right? What was some of the biggest hurdles that both of you have had in creating the feature?
One of the hardest moments was trying to figure out which heroes would be in each of the decks. When we know a lot of heroes are sought after based on council seat or troop type, so that focus made it a little bit challenging to coordinate what heroes would be in the decks and what the rewards would be giving out in the decks as well.
Yeah.
And so we decided we wanted to make it as fair as possible across the board. We realized some heroes are older, but some of those heroes many people have. So we're keeping that in mind, and you know, we want to be able to balance out the more popular ones with the less popular heroes, and then newer ones as well that no one has yet. So we want to make sure that the rewards that we're granting in the decks appeal to as many people as possible, not just one specific group of players who focus on one certain type of gameplay.
Right.
But this is something we also want to keep an eye on and continue to welcome feedback on as we be making more decks to come.
Awesome.
Sure.
And then we did also work on that new efficiency. Just want to reiterate that. We'll be granting those out in different places too, so you look forward to that.
I know that's definitely been highly requested over the years, so I'm glad it's finally been put in, and especially in such a useful place in Hall of Heroes, and that gives it far more advantages to players. Susie, what was some of your the most difficult part of Hall of Heroes, you would say?
Honestly, I think it would have to be the buffs. We have 6 different hero decks with 3 different buffs that are applied everywhere. Some show up in combat, some show up when you're training troops, some are in the stats panel and the profile, and they're spread all over the place. And we wanted to make sure that the progression was correct and balanced for any player that's getting into this and stuff. So I worked with somebody on the QA team who ran like combat testing for regular gear and dragon gear and hero testing as part of a department called live operations. So live operations is more of like the activities and a lot of the stuff that you guys see.
Yeah, all the stuff that you guys see is, and the people that work on the stuff that you guys see is our live operations team. And then we have our features team, which typically don't come to the surface that often.
Yeah, it's more of like the mechanics and areas like Hall of Heroes. So I worked with this tester on this very, very, very extensive suite that covered the progression of all 6 hero decks. And it was intimidating for me because I did like number testing and value testing like in the past, but this was my first project on Game of Thrones Conquest where I created and led like such a huge effort in that area.
You did such an amazing job, by the way.
All thanks to the team. Not only was I developing the suite for all 6 of these hero decks, but I was also providing the suite for live operations as well. So any hero deck after that, they would have this suite all ready to go. So I really wanted it to be perfect.
Right.
And I've learned so much within the past couple months, and I'm so endlessly grateful for the QA team, and I'm so excited to get all this out to players.
Aw, I'm also excited. I hope you're excited too.
This is really fun working with everybody on, so it's exciting to see it come out.
You know, talking about like all the good times, what has been your favorite part, or what is a small story that you can recall while developing the feature?
I don't really have a story necessarily, but honestly, just being the feature owner for Hall of Heroes, it was just seeing everything kind of come together. Like when you work as QA, you see the game every day. You wake up, you see the game, you go to bed.
Yeah. You can't escape.
Help. No, I'm just kidding. But it was cool just seeing this start as like kind of like a skeleton and like writing up all the documentation for it and stuff, and like reaching out to the artists and developers, and like seeing this go from like placeholder assets and stuff to like what it is now. It's gorgeous. I feel like every single feature that got added on was just a big step, and we did like regular meetings to kind of like demo this off and see like where the progression was, how we could improve it. And every single time I've come out of those meetings, all like a good handful of developers would be like, wow, this has come such a long way, and like it would be like a week later. So it feels so good, and I'm really excited for players to get their hands on it.
Me too. I think they're gonna like all the buffs and the usefulness of like what this has done. What has been your favorite part while developing? Your favorite part of developing Hall of Heroes?
So I had a lot of fun coming up with the names of the decks. And somehow the team liked them. I'm not really sure. So I hope everyone
liked them. They liked them.
I hope everyone likes them as well, and if not, you can tell Tabris. And then
That's what I'm here for.
you can give me the bad news in a good way.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
But I had a lot of fun figuring that out, and just overall trying to make every little problem along the way work. Just solving those is always just enjoyable to me. The craft of planning and building is always fun, and we had an awesome team that made everything work really well. And I can't think of anything like super crazy that happened other than we had this funky bug that sort of just randomly showed up, and we had this like rank 0, and everyone was like,
yes.
"What is rank 0? What is that?" Like,
I remember sitting in that meeting and being like, I like, is this broken? I'm not sure.
Do we need that? Do we want that? Like,
Highlighting a weird area, and I was just like, oh, that's wrong. Okay.
Yeah, so that was fun. But yeah, we get to the point where we're like, yeah, this is good, and then it's more importantly, it's like, well, the player's gonna think this is good.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's always a challenge when you try to come up with something that you want everyone to enjoy, and that really is the driving force behind what we do as developers. But we realize like everyone has different likes and dislikes about GOTC and prefer to do different types of activities. So we hope that we're fulfilling the goal of bringing more value in terms of heroes, and we'll be continuing to expand upon that much more in the future. So I hope you look forward to it.
Thank you, Zooey. Susie.
Zooey.
I like that.
Thank you, Susie. And Centera. I said it wrong.
No, you said
I said it right?
You said
Oh my god! Thank you guys for joining us live and speaking to us about Hall of Heroes. Is there anything else you would like to tell our players before we head off into our next segment. It could be something funny.
I think we did a really good job not saying collections.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So
yeah,
go for it.
Okay.
So when we were doing the documentation and all the test cases for testing Hall of Heroes, since we're still getting like the skeleton and the information and stuff,
It's still in the concept phase.
yeah. Like we called it collections, and it was just so easy to keep calling it collections. So throughout my entire test suite, it just said collections, and then we were like, "Hey, we got this cool name. It's Hero Decks now." And I'm like, "That's great."
Yeah.
Now I gotta change every single collection out to Hero Decks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I still have a habit of saying it by accident.
We had some really interesting names early on, but it just the collection stuck. Was the first one to stick, and then we realized like they already have Hero Collection.
Yeah, I think you're literally looking at it like collections.
Yeah.
Collections.
Yeah.
So the deck thing kind of that showed up. It made sense.
Right.
A deck of cards, one
Yeah.
might say. Perfect. Thank you guys so much. We're just going to segue into our usual news about what you can expect this month in Game of Thrones Conquest. Give us a moment to adjust, and we'll see you all back here in a couple of minutes. And thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
See you guys soon.
Are we back? I believe we're back.
Yeah, that's a nice hairstyle you got there. It looks really nice on you.
Thank you. So actually, the reason why I took a break, I went to the salon.
Yeah,
I got new do. Yeah, new do.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I have the developers laughing in the corner at us. I guess we should kind of dive into those October events.
Sure,
right?
sure, yeah. So we have so much bonus content this month, but let's not forget that we have our monthly arc.
The most important part.
The most important. So in October, our monthly event is Old Nan's Tales. So Old Nan is an old nursemaid in Winterhold, known for scaring Stark children with their spooky tales that most people in Westeros usually dismiss as myth, but I think there's some kernels of
Are
truth
they
in them.
myth?
Are they?
I don't know. They're a bit little
truth,
spooky.
legend?
Yeah.
But anyways, we're here to show you all the Old Nan themed rewards that will be given out this month. So what is this?
New gear.
New gear. You have the Frostfang Then Tribal gear set. This is an offensive combat gear set for PvP. So it'll feature stats for infantry, ranged, and cav. And you can craft it right now, starting today.
Craft it right now.
Craft it
right now.
Do it while you're watching. Craft it.
I don't know. Maybe be careful.
Actually, no.
Be careful.
Please wait. We showed off these cosmetics earlier in the demo, but we just wanted to give you guys a closer look at what they are and give you some more information. First up, we do have a new banner sigil, the Rat King, and that is releasing on October the 13th. And ooh, what are those guys?
Oh my god, it's the rat catchers.
2 new avatars will be releasing on October the 15th, and you can apply them all year round. Excuse me. Whatever you're feeling. It doesn't have to be out for October.
I love them so much.
Yeah.
I love the rat doing this on the lady's shoulder. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah. So another call out I do want to say in terms of October activities, we are releasing brand new sets of pumpkin stencils. So anyone out there who loves to carve pumpkins for the holidays, we have some new designs for you. So this is actually a returning idea that we did back in, I believe, 2022. And they're still available on our website if you want to print them out and carve right now, get an early head start. But we are releasing some new designs as well that are anniversary themed. Yeah, and I believe you have a special gift for players that want to submit a picture of their carving.
Oh, yes. If you send me a picture of your carving on Discord, you may get the very elusive hive roll. So if I see a cool pumpkin Game of Thrones from our stencil, I'll give you the cool hive roll, which means you're part of the in-group, the cool kids. It does nothing else, but you will be part of the cool kids,
Gets the
part of the hive.
Yes.
If you submit your stencil on Discord.
Yeah, it has to be on Discord.
Yeah, on Discord.
So that we can see it.
Yeah, don't.
Else I don't know
Yeah.
where to find it.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I believe you have some additional studio updates.
Yes, I have one, which is
You have one.
it's about the migration. Guess what? It's about the migration. Woo! Thanks to everyone who submitted their feedback regarding the pairings last month of migration. We're happy to see that you like the kingdoms you ended up on this round of Stake Your Claim for our Elder Kingdoms. And with that, you know what that means? It's time for Stake Your Claim and Kingdom Merge, obviously, but that happens every month. We posted Kingdom Merge and Stake Your Claim pairings on the blog last week. So actually, this weekend, Kingdoms 1680, 1681, and 1684 will be going through the first Stake Your Claim of this month. That was crazy.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wish your fellow players luck for another battle well won. Hopefully you guys win it. And not only that, it's the end of another seasonal leaderboard. So use those copper stars to claim special rewards that are only available during this month of migration. Cool. And yeah, I think that's all I have.
Yeah, yo. Thank you for sticking with us to the end in typical live stream fashion. We are going to give away some bees. I know people in the chat are going crazy for the bees. They're coming.
The bees are coming.
So for a limited time, head over to your in-game mailbox and claim those Beesberry Pawn Shards. Now we know it can sometimes take a bit for those bees to show up, so we prepared a fun video for y'all. Enjoy.
And that wraps up our Discord stage. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Hey, have the Beesberry Pawn Shards been sent out yet?
Oh yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Oh, awesome. Tabris, don't forget the bees.
Oh yeah. They'll be out shortly.
The realm grows restless in the absence of Beesberry's bounty. House Beesberry would not stand for this delay. Halt! From the noble line of Beesberry, unleash the bees!
Do you want the bees? You sure? Fine. Take the bee! Take it!
I just get murdered at the end.
Okay, I want to say something. It's really important.
Okay.
There was a scream at the end of that got cut off, and that was
great. You know, maybe we'll compile like a blooper reel like later on.
Oh yeah,
But that was great.
Where you can show where I accidentally scared Spectre into thinking Spectre scared me with my fantastic
at the
acting
desk,
skills.
around the desk, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
But
my goodness.
Amazing. We'll definitely do more skits in the future.
I hope you guys collected your bees though, because those just got
Yes.
sent out in game.
Yes.
And I think they're only going to be available for like 12, 13 minutes. So you better go claim those
Yeah.
as soon as possible.
See how we did that? We transitioned to a fun video. You got your bees. Everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy.
Anyways, speaking of fun, we had so much fun today.
Oh, yeah.
But it is time to say goodbye. So you know what? Make sure to follow us on Discord. and our social media pages to learn more about Hall of Heroes. I believe we're gonna release some blogs a bit later this month.
Yes.
We're gonna go over the nitty gritty, so don't worry about that. More information is on the way. Tabris, is there anything else you wanted to add?
I don't really have anything else. I just want to thank you guys so much for joining us to celebrate Game of Thrones Conquest's 8th anniversary.
8 years.
Yeah. Again, if you're watching us after the stream has concluded on our YouTube channel, the rewards that we discussed sending to players during the stream just are no longer available. So if you're interested in claiming those elusive pawn shards that we send out at the end of every live stream, watch us here on YouTube or listen to us on Discord.
Yep.
And thank you guys so much for joining us. I appreciate it. And that's all I have.
Yeah, thank you to Susie and Zintera for joining us for that developer interview, breaking down the future of Hall of Heroes and giving us that behind the scenes insight. That was amazing.
Yeah, no,
Loved
thank
it.
you guys.
All right, I hope you all enjoyed the festivities this month in Hall of Heroes, but it's time to sign out.
We'll see you guys soon, and take care. Come on Discord. If you want the high roll, you better send me that stencil.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.